Hey everybody, Old Fossil here. We've got our traveling hat on because I done it. Went out and booked a cruise going on Carnival Lines. It's coming up here in a little bit, and I'm just kind of trying to fight my way through the process. Up to now, my experience with cruises has pretty much been relegated to haze gray Navy ship. They're very cramped spaces and not very fun to be on, even though they are very interesting. So here we are. So I'm going through. I've kind of been working through my process and what to pack and how to get ready, and I want to share it with you guys. Now, if you have any suggestions on things I could add or take away from or anything like that, please post them in the comments below because I'd love to hear from you, and we'll address them in a later video. So yeah, any help would be appreciated. So we're gonna talk about what to pack, how to pack, things you can do for your room, little hacks, if you will, so that your cruise goes very, very smoothly and you can concentrate on enjoying yourself. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump on in. So now I was faced with the daunting task of all the stuff I was going to pack, putting on the bed and figuring how I'm going to fit that. And so I decided to take it by functional area and kind of look and see if there's something I could do without. Clothing wise, to start, it's Caribbean cruise, but you might need some warmer pants. You never know. Plus there's formal night. So I've got this brown pair and this khaki pair of slacks. I'm taking a white shirt and a brown shirt, both buttoned down, so I can mix and match and have a selection of outfits. In addition, there's theme parties going on, and so there's a Roaring 20s party. So with a few accessories like this bow tie, these suspenders, and these garters I can wear on my sleeves, then I think I have a pretty good costume laid out, so I'm good for that night. Likewise, I'm taking a pair of jeans, good utility clothing, always good to have. They were also popular throughout the decades, probably since the 1800s. So I can wear those with my psychedelic shirt. That'll be my 60s costume. I have a disco shirt that's a little wild for the 70s night, as well as a little bit of bling here. And then I've got that green t-shirt that I'm going to wear for glow night because it should shine really nice. I can also wear this with the khakis or a pair of shorts. I decided to forego my glowing tennis shoes and my glowing ball cap and just hang on to a smaller, easier to pack item, which is this little wristbands that glow, and then wear that green shirt, and that would be my costume. Also, we're going to supplement that with a little bit of UV glow black light paint to doll things up a bit. In addition, I have this tutu I'm bringing for Tutu Tuesday, as well as it has little sparkle lights in it, so I can wear that for glow night too if I want to get a little more crazy. I've got a mask for Mardi Gras, and that pretty much should set me on costumes that I need for the different events. Going back to clothes, I'm taking a good number of golf shirts, and I've got like shorts. I'm taking 5 pairs of shorts with me. I do believe you can get more than one day out of a wearing of shorts. I don't know how far you can push that, but you can do that, and your other clothing as well probably. And if you do notice that you're starting to get a little bit funky, you can always take this and do a little bit of laundry in your room in the sink, bringing your laundry detergent, in this little bottle and just doing a little hand wash type thing. Then you can turn around and hang up the wet clothes using your towel hooks, or just hang them over a bar or a rope or something, and you're good to go. Or you can use the Shipboard Laundry or laundry service. I don't know much about that cost-wise or time-wise. So, my shirts, I'm actually going to go and take these with the hangers attached because I think that hangers may be at a premium. So this way I'm covered. I can just pull them out and hang them right up. All right, moving on to our next category of excursion items. So I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff what's water-based. So I'm taking 2 different swim trunks. I've got some water shirts, both long sleeve and short sleeve, as well as that fluorescent t-shirt I talked about earlier. So I've got that. I'm taking my snorkeling vest, as well as snorkel and mask that has the prescription lenses, first aid kit, little owie kit to take with me. The owie kit's actually really nice. It's in a waterproof container. You open it up and it has all sorts of little stuff. I don't know if that's a tourniquet or what, but it's got like alcohol prep pads, bandages, a lot of little band-aids of different sizes. It has antibiotic ointment as well as a burn gel, safety pins, some first aid tape, things like that. And then I put an extra little tube of Neosporin in there because I think I'd be using that more than anything else. So a really handy little kit to have, may protect you. I've also got other first aid items such as the Dramamine and things like that. We'll talk about a little bit later. But I've got things like that in my toiletry bag. So yeah, nice little kit to have. I've got a monkey mat, which is basically just a fold-out, very thin beach towel. The insect repellent, some more sunscreen, and want to be sure that you have some reef-safe sunscreen. This is a cool little thing. It's like a fold-out brush with mirrors, so you can actually go from drowned rat to bathing beauty, so you can look your best after getting out of the water. Good stuff. Good stuff. And then some boat or water shoes. Continuing on, I've got this backpack. This is the same pack I was using to carry stuff on for my carry-on. It's got a lot of pockets. It's got places for water bottles. Just a really good backpack. And while the ship provides towels, if you want to take your own, I've found these little microfiber towels like this. They're very large, they dry well, and they fold up small. So kind of a nice little item to have there too. All right, moving on to camera equipment. I can't show you the camera because I'm actually filming, but it's just a Canon 4000. I'm taking my little camera bag, pretty sparse here. I'm going to carry a 2X telephoto extender for my lens, and then I've got the little sun shield, things like that. There's filters and things in here as well, just cleaning stuff. Most importantly, make sure you take chargers for your electronics as well as extra batteries, and charge them before you go. Make sure you start off with a full charge. I've got this little selfie stick, telescopes out, has a place to hook on cameras. I've also got this little thing that you can hook a cell phone onto and then screw it right on there. I think that's kind of a neat little addition. So we'll see that. I'm not taking a full tripod. You other guys may want to do that. This is pretty solid, folds up really small and all that. Is very solid. I do like this thing. But you can use whatever you feel like works for you. Taking my Akaso action camera, that will probably wind up on most excursions because it does have this little waterproof box that you can put in for snorkeling and diving and things like that. So you put that little bad boy in there, you hook it on this little chest rig it has, and now you've got some hands-free photography going on. There's also a headband that I may try to use, but we'll see. Also, while we're at it, importantly, make sure you take extra SD cards or whatever your camera takes, or some ability to download pictures so you don't run out. The next part is toiletries. So we've got the little toiletry bag, and I like this one. This is in my suitcase. I bring it out, and it will hook on the edge of a towel rack or anything like that, and it carries all your stuff. I've got first aid, shaving stuff, all your normal toiletries, so it really works out well. Let's see, medication, important here. So I've got one of these little pill holders. It's good for 7 days, cruises 14, so I've got it doubled up. But always take extra medication. You never know what's going to happen, so make sure that you're covered and you don't wind up in a bad spot. Go on to the Bonine. I said Dramamine earlier, which works just as well. I like Bonine a little better because it's not as drowsy. I probably will forego the box and just carry the blister packs. It seems to work really well. So even if you think you might have any seasickness, make sure you take something with you, because it's a whole lot better to go ahead and prep before instead of trying to catch up. So there's patches, sea bands, the ginger chews, a lot of different ways to do things. Sunglasses, important out in the Caribbean sun case, maybe some extra pair of glasses and a lanyard to hold them on your face. Let's see. Okay, so sunscreen. Taking more sunscreen because I think I'm going to use a lot of it. Again, watch out for that reef safe if you can. And then I got some afterburn just in case I don't get the sunscreen well or I'm out too long. I take Ziploc bags. They're always good to have to put stuff in. The aforementioned laundry detergent, I've just got a small bottle that I take of that, of my own little laundry detergent at home that I like. Poopery, a little bottle of that to maintain harmony in the cabin bathroom for smells. And then shampoo is something I have. I have packing tape on the top of my bottles because I'm paranoid that they're going to leak. Then I got a small little sunscreen for my pocket. I've got this trash bags just in case, and this is a thing that's definitely a luxury item for me, but I've recently installed a bidet at my house and I really like it. So this right here I saw and I thought, well, I'll try it. It's a portable bidet. You fill it with water, you snap that on there, you fold that out, and it has a little pump in there, so you got your bidet on the fly, so to speak. And I don't know if that's something that's important to you or not, but I thought I'd try it. We'll give it a shot. What could it hurt, right? Okay, here we go. All right, so now as long as we're talking about items here, luggage tags. You don't have to have these. They're a very optional item, but you're going to be printing out your luggage tag and attaching it. And these things are really cool. They're really sturdy, and they hook onto your suitcase with these little rings. And I've got 3 of them tied together. But yeah, you can check those out. Snacks. I'm making sure I'm taking my big 28-ounce bubble mug. That's good for hot and cold drinks. I've got a water bottle I can take on excursions as well as carry on the ship. And then I've got my little energy bars that I really enjoy. And I'll probably be taking more snacks than I'm showing here. You never know. Ship here, you can also go to your ship buffets and things and take fruit and desserts and stuff like that back to your room. So you shouldn't be lacking for food. I'm very picky on my my coffee creamer. I don't know if they'll have this on board, so I've got my chocolate cream I'm taking with me as well. All right, so in-cabin items, I've got entertainment. I've got some books here, or a book. I've got my tablet, which, again, make sure that you bring your charger for that. Little clip here, is chip clip with a refrigerator magnet to go on the bulkheads, and you can hang papers, itinerary, or whatever. Same thing with the little whiteboard here. You can actually get it, and you can write down what you're doing tomorrow or leave notes for your cabin mates, stuff like that. It's all magnetic. It sticks up on the wall, too, so that's up to you whether you want that. Little cruise pass holder with a lanyard. You can throw that over your neck and not have to worry about your little cruise card. You can either hard attach it or use this little snap-off thing in case you need to hand it to somebody to, I guess, to charge your room for something. Little waterproof camera case. You can put your phone in here. You can put your cruise card, money, IDs, whatever, and protect it from the elements and throw it around your neck. That's also kind of a cool little item to have going if I can get the dang thing closed. But yeah, so there you go. Nice little item. As long as you're in your little cruise hacks, let's go ahead and talk about these little magnet hooks. And these are cool little things. They're just a magnet, just a very strong neodymium magnet that you can put on the bulkhead or the back of the door, things like that with hooks. And so you just snap it on there, and that gives you now more places to hang stuff, because we need more space in these little cruise cabins. So you just pop it on there. It sticks very well. You can hang clothes on it. You can hang your cruise card lanyard on it, just whatever you can think of. And if you have a towel that's too heavy, you can always just double up, put an extra one on it. So good things to have. Towel clips, so you can hook your towel down to the beach chairs. You can also use it to hang up clothes like I showed earlier. But hey, here's a warning. Those strong neodymium magnets, those things are beastly, as well as the magnet on the ship clip. And if you get your credit card too close to that, you might have bad things happen and you lose that credit card. So yeah, keep those things separate. Alrighty, so there's everything we're taking. I'm not going to actually tell you how to go about putting everything in your suitcase or your carry-on bag. That's up to you. It's like a big game of Tetris. Enjoy it, relish it, go on like that. And you probably have a lot more experience packing your stuff than I do, so, make it work for you. What I will say is what I'm bringing with me in my carry-on. First and foremost is your passport. Without that passport, you are not getting on that ship. I don't care how sexy or how convincing you think you are. You're going to be sitting on the dock waving at everybody as they leave and being sad and having a bad day. So make sure you bring your passport. Bring your boarding documents, your boarding pass to get on the ship. Anything else you think you need like that documentation-wise. And while we're at it, go ahead and fill out your questionnaire, your health questionnaire way prior, your check-in way prior. Make sure that you got that done before you ever get to the port. Let's see, your state-issued ID. That's an important item you might want to have. COVID immunization cards. If you've got one of those, take it. Take the actual card, not a copy, not a picture. A lot of places are not going to take those things. They want the original card. And there's some ports of call that will not let you off the ship unless you have that original COVID card. So save yourself some heartache. Of course, if you don't have it, you can always take that day and enjoy a little day on the ship. It'll be a lot less crowded, and you can have some fun and maybe see some places you hadn't seen before on ship. Take your cash, your valuables, your jewelry, things like that. Make sure you have that in your carry-on until you can get to your room and put it in your safe. I think Carnival, the one I'm going on, will allow a 750 milliliter bottle of wine. So I'm planning on taking that, as well as a 12-pack of soda, because I do like my soda. You have to take cans or boxes of drinks. You cannot take bottles with you, so be careful about that. To have something to do on the ship while you're waiting for your luggage, take your swimwear, take some sunscreen. That way you can spend some time by the pool. You can bring your sunglasses. make sure you get that cool on early on. Camera. I'm taking my camera on board with me because I think in the early time there, that might be a great time to be able to see a lot of the ship without the bustling crowds. So I'll have my camera then. Your medications, your prescription stuff. Make sure you take that with you then. And maybe your seasick medication as well, just in case. Once you get underway, if you start feeling a little bit, you can get on it really quick. But your prescription medication, basically anything that you can't have a good cruise without, make sure you carry that on your carry-on. I see I'm actually taking my toiletry bag. I'm going to take my entire toiletry bag with me in the carry-on because there's room and there's stuff in there I really would want to make sure I had for the cruise. And I think that's about it. I hope this has been helpful to you. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe down below. Leave comments, please. I'd love to hear what you have to think about all this. And fair winds and following seas. So have a good one there.